You probably would not expect two of Pakistan's most overlooked regions, Lyari and Balochistan, to be the beating heart of its boxing scene. But what if I told you that the country's only Olympic boxing medalist and a host of international champions all rose from these very streets? Let's rewind for a second. Boxing in Pakistan carries a deep-rooted history, one that's often overlooked. Sure, we have got that lone Olympic bronze from 1988, a few Asian titles scattered across the years, but dig deeper and you will find something much more compelling. Two regions, Lyari, a tough neighborhood in Karachi, and Quetta in Balochistan, are brimming with untapped talent, stories of grit, and communities where boxing is more than just a sport. It's a lifeline. Take Lyari for instance. It is not just another urban slum. Locals call it the boxing factory of Pakistan, and they are not kidding. The roots go all the way back to 1918 when the first club opened its doors. Over the decades, boxing became woven in the fabric of daily life. Picture this. Laborers finishing work, then heading straight to dimly lit gyms, training late into the night. It's not glamorous, but it is passionate, relentless. Even Muhammad Ali recognized that spirit. He visited Lyari in 1989. That was not just a PR stunt, it was recognition, respect. For Lyari's youth, boxing often means more than medals. It's an escape from the pull of gang violence, a source of pride and a place too often ignored by the mainstream narrative. In these narrow alleyways, boxing offers discipline, identity, and a shot at something bigger. Now shift your gaze to Balochistan, specifically Quetta's Hazara community. Their story kicks off in late 70s when grainy broadcasts of Muhammad Ali's fight sparked something in young minds. Without any real facilities, they trained wherever they could. Schoolyards, empty lots, even rooftops. That training was so effective, in fact, that by the early 80s, the National Boxing Federation sent a coach from Lyari to Quetta to help polish that potential. Soon, local clubs were thriving, and inter-city tournaments began to draw real crowds and even media attention. Now let's talk success stories. From Lyari came Syed Hussain Shah, a boxer who defied the odds to win bronze at the 1988 Seoul Olympics. Still, Pakistan's only Olympic boxing medal. Then there's Mehrul Lassi, who took featherweight gold at the 2002 Asian Games, and Jan Muhammad Baloch, a national treasure who brought home multiple international medals. These were not flukes. They were forged in sweat-stained gyms, fueled by ambition and community pride. Meanwhile, Quetta was making its own mark. Syed Abrar Hussain Shah, 3 times Olympian and 1990s Asian Games gold medalist. Haider Ali, who struck gold at the 2002 Commonwealth Games. Asghar Ali Changezi, an Asian champion who represented Pakistan in Barcelona. And more recently, Muhammad Waseem, Quetta-born, now a WBA title holder and the country's first WBC silver world champ. His 2023 victory earned him a hero's welcome back home, banners and all. But here is the thing. Despite all these promise, boxing in Pakistan is still struggling, systematically. Clubs operate on shoestring budgets, government support is minimal, federation interest is largely symbolic. Many boxers train with outdated gear and no real pathway from amateur ranks to the professional arena. Without structured programs, tournaments, or reliable sponsorships, even elite fighters fall through the cracks. Take Waseem. He had to rely for foreign promoters to launch his pro career. And Hussain Shah? He left Pakistan to coach abroad, unable to sustain a living at home despite being an Olympian. The socio-economic realities are brutal. Most boxers from Lyari or Quetta come from working class backgrounds. Many are forced to choose between training and putting food on the table. And without financial incentives, passion alone just isn't enough to keep going. There's a former national champion, Jan Muhammad Baloch, who once brought glory to the country. Today, he's unemployed. People call him good for nothing. And that is the price of neglect, and it shouldn't be this way. So what can be done? A lot actually. Start with funding, upgrade the facilities, modern gyms, proper rings, gear that isn't decades old. Then build youth academies and run regular competitions to identify and groom fresh talent. Sponsorships matter too. Local clubs and rising stars need financial backing, not just applause. Veteran boxers, with their wealth of experience, should be brought in as mentors and coaches. And most importantly, boxing should be positioned as a positive outlet for youth, especially in areas grappling with violence and poverty. Lyari and Balochistan do not need charity. They need investment, structure, and recognition. The champions we have seen so far, they're just a glimpse. Imagine what could be achieved if this potential was actually nurtured. If talent wasn't just wasted, but cultivated. With the right push, these raw gems could shine on the world stage. Not just once in a generation, but consistently. And in doing so, they would not just be winning fights, they would be rewriting the narrative of Pakistani sports altogether.